Dark Willow Silencer. It is the right clicks of the Beast Smasher and the Faceless Void are gonna be coming in hand. They're not gonna fall for it. Actually waiting on the high ground. I would be very surprised if Akashi goes there. Akashi? What the hell are you doing? Okay, he's surviving, no problem. Actually, with the Blood Right, might not happen. There's the chains, there's the Blood Right. A couple more hits. God's Rebuke slows him down. He's dead. I have no idea why he did that. He should have... damage, but... Nah, it doesn't help. It doesn't help. Maybe the Sleight of Fist chains is better. Meanwhile, Phoenix in a lot of trouble. Ponyo will be surviving. 11 doesn't want to go for that one, understandably. But on the other side, they do finish off the Seeker, something that we do not see that often. He didn't even get level 2, didn't even get the third, so no heals for you. Instead, dropped low as well. And that means that he's not getting close to these creeps. So despite the Seeker dying, now he's showing just the power and the capability of this hero. Blood Right, if that connects, he's dead. And yep, he's dead. 4-3 gets the kill. Didn't want to use the stick charges. Maybe would have given the kill to the Silencer, but either way, 1.5 times slow in damage. So Blood Right does count as well. I don't know if you guys ever saw a Silencer Death Prophet lane, level 1 silence from a Death Prophet, and Se, I think you've gone a little bit too far. 4-3 will be able to escape, but Se, well, not gonna be so lucky. Jokim might take some damage, and the dive onto 4-3 is actually happening. Another Hawk diving in, rooted there on the Seeker, but he'll be... The CS is gonna go to the Bloodseeker. Meanwhile, top lane, finally people are getting low. Phoenix has 6-1 charges and a dive away, and he's not gonna be diving away anywhere. Akashi goes in. The Shadow Realm will be protecting the Dark Willow, and 11 just pokes in on Akashi, who's gonna be taking a hit from the Shadow Realm. No. The Dark Willow uses it on the creeps, and will get the pull off. That's probably the best one currently. Just making yourself ultra tanky versus his use also. It really does make a lot of sense. Chains will connect. Sanctity is just being a nuisance. And here comes Se. Here Kinkers will connect, and Sanctity, he might decide to go forward. There's the Sleight of Fist. You don't have the chains, but they see him clearly, and the Bramble will be finishing him off. Sanctity is the one who gets the kill with the Remnant going through him. Once the rune, it will be the shield rune on the Batrider. Sanctity just TP's it. It was just a little bit of a bug in one of the situations, and it is back. In some trouble. Chrono is at the ready. You might need it for a kill. The spear completely whiffs, and Faceless Void doesn't want to use that Chrono. They have the Zeus ulti and is deciding against it with the Arc Lightning. He'll get the kill. The infused raindrops were the only reason why that was even remotely close. It used to be Orb of Corrosion for the Ember Spirits. Now you just have to be content with the Blightstone. He's just coming back to lane. He's pretty full mana, but the Phoenix caught very much dead. Sharon hit, not even needed. Akashi comes over. Chrono at the ready. It's gonna be beautifully used, and the ulti from the Zeus gets them all low. The Brambles are gonna be keeping Akashi away, but this Dark Willow with the time dilation is not moving. Bloodseeker coming over into the fight pretty early on. Jokin will get himself away. Lance of Pursuit not really gonna help you when nobody's running away from you and just the TP. So his tower was taking a lot of damage. Dark Troll Summoner is there, so there's gonna be a lot of skeletons rallying. Phoenix again in a lot of trouble. I have no idea why he's always putting himself in harm's way, but he has become a freebie for the opposing team. While Silencer does have his arena. Nice spear usage there. Akashi, he cannot revert any of the damage. You go God's Rebuke. That Ember onto the Zeus. Is that a solo kill? That's a solo kill. He just dove the Zeus and got the kill with ease. Sleight of Fist chains, Sleight of Fist, a couple of more hits, and the Remnant back just to survive. While 4-3 just forfeits his tower. And Ponyo, next on the menu, you're a Phoenix. You're just gonna be coming back. They don't really care about your Icarus dive versus the Silencer. That's just one of the worst things that you can experience as a Phoenix. You see that last word on you, and if I... So, smoke from the other side. Mars has a blink. This is a reveal. The arena will get used. WS not using the roar just yet. He tried to charge it up, but it does get stunned before it. He'll use the roar. Global silence immediately afterwards, and the Zeus ulti was used as well. IHC, still nobody on their side died. It was roar, it was egg, it was Thunder God's wrath, and none of the kills were made. So, blink. Sleight of Fist chains on the Zeus. He cannot jump away. can do it now if he wants to, but he still seems to be baiting. That's an arcane rune on this Ember Spirit. You really need to be careful. Slide of Fist Chains onto Jokem. The arena will get used onto the Zeus, and the Global Silence does get used as well with the Bedlam running into the Zeus. Trent is looking like he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Being protected by the Solar Crest, he might just be fine. Chrono in the back line. Zeus standing his ground. He's actually winning that one. The last Slide of Fist will finish him out, but look at the back lines. Akashi is just slaughtering everybody, and with the 3-time dilations on 11, he has nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. The bashes are gonna be amazing, and Akashi gets himself a triple kill. Though he's looking very much dead. He does have the shard. He's the one that got it from the Tormentor. Currently the only one that was killed. Dire one still hasn't been found. Bloodseeker in a lot of trouble. Terrorize only onto the ground with a Global Silence. Maybe the Seeker can escape, but it looks very much impossible. He did use the blood right at least. Dark Will looking very much dead. Akashi, I don't see him needing a Chrono, and he even gets a bonus Courier. Sanctity wasn't paying attention to the Courier. That kind of a team fight can be. She wants to give a mace to the face here to Sanctity, who for now is just gonna be keeping himself away, making sure that the Faceless Void is having a bad time. The Blood Right can connect. Spear gonna be used there. Akashi in some trouble, but the shields are protecting him. He'll be fine. Uses the Time Walk and just goes for the Seeker. Meanwhile, inside of the arena, the egg was used and nobody's gonna be touching it. The egg does pop, and those are those BKB piercing the Sables. The 9-second BKB down the drain doesn't do anything, and now 11 is just gonna be burned down by fire and lightning. As 3 heroes dead without any chances of getting a single kill on the other side. They tried to go for Akashi. It was a solid attempt, a valiant attempt, but the damage. All of her spells get removed by basing the spells. Ember doesn't like playing versus the Purges, and there's the arena. Roar immediately used the Terrorize. It is going to be amazing with the Global Silence. Now they want to escape in the arena, but they're just banging their heads against the walls, and now their heads are going to be broken. 4-3. There's the race card that we're talking about, but the Faceless Void. This guy's still scary, killing the supports in the back line. Seeker not going to be fast any longer. A couple of more bashes, and he's just dead. Tries to dodge with the Manta. Not going to be happening. And Zeus misses on the Lightning Bolt. They still want 4-3. Won't be able to catch him actually with the Diffuser Blade. A couple of more hits, and he's dead. Akashi, he is doing it. He gets a triple kill. Give me more. That's gonna be an ultra, especially with the time dilation. There's absolutely no way that Sanctity is gonna escape. Actually, Faceless Void just lets it go. Okay, he does have a Remnant back, so he's baiting for now. The Spear connects onto the Zeus. Ember Spirit still alive. Slide of Fist Chains is gonna have it in 5 seconds. DP out by the Mars. Will be getting himself away, hiding behind those Christmas presents, and the Faceless Void. The thing is, next fight you're gonna be dealing with the Disperser. Faceless Void has a Chrono. Good luck. Good luck. It's not gonna be easy. Sanctity. Linkus has been broken. There's the lasso. Then they have the roar. The follow-up is there, and the damage more than sufficient. Those barriers really do come in handy, but they are not enough. Akashi doesn't want to use the Chrono for a TPing support. Solar Crest of the Silencer. He used it there in an attempt to save the Ember Spirit. To change things. Mars does have a shard. Once you get the Hex, might be nice, right? Because you are lacking in those hard lockdowns. With a lot of the spells now on the other side, you definitely need more. Ace, lassoed, goes in with the arena. The Spear connects onto the Bat Riders. He's going to be taking some damage. Not enough to kill him, at least for now. But with the Bedlam, they will be able to do it in the end. Ace, surrounded by the enemies. The Global Silence is going to be used. Phoenix, can't heal him through this one without a Lotus Orb. Doesn't matter. The bashes just destroy Sanctity. There could be even more on the menu here for this Faceless Void. The Chrono onto the Bloodseeker, and there's the bashes. BKB, will he use it? No, not really going to be going for it. The Seeker. Oh, actually, the Faceless Void doesn't have the BKB. He could have maybe dodged it with the Manta if he had it on cooldown. No time dilation. He has the shard, however, so jumps in, jumps out, and the wave of creeps is coming forward. Without Sanctity protecting this, it is not going to be easy. Bloodseeker still has the BKB. It's a 7-second charge, so it's a solid one. Blood Right, gonna be quite nice. Akashi, though, gets on stop, has the Manta, will be fine. Rupture onto the Beastmaster. He cannot run away, but Ponyo can heal him up more than enough to stand his ground, and you can't kill him. The Spear will be amazing onto the two of them, but Akashi just gets the kill with the Mjolnir procs. Doesn't even need to attack him. Say you are next on the menu, protecting himself with the Solar Crest. Not enough. The Mace of the Faceless Void. It hurts. It hurts so freaking much. There will be a Lotus Orb on the Faceless Void, and tries to go for the Spear, but the Lightning Bolt stops the animation, and now there's going to be a roar. The buyback from the Mars will just be a dieback. That's an ultra kill. Give me a Rampage. The first one of this qualifier. Akashi annihilates the enemy team. IHC get demolished by this Faceless Void. Akashi 17-1. Feet. He just uses the Just make sure that the Death Prophet just dies. This is diamond. You're not gonna have that much mana problems, even if you're ultra unlucky. Top lane. Some pressure is being applied, so they're trying to push this Centaur away from the creeps. He's denying way too much, but this is a mistake because they just jump in onto Ponyo and demolish him. Not gonna be increasing all that much, but the base armor is pretty nice. Akashi stand up. He gets himself away. This is the way that you actually get the kill. He tries to get himself out of this one with the time dilation. Might just be able to do so, especially with the healing lotus being given to him. Nicely done by Ponyo. Doing a good job keeping his body alive. But now they can burst him with another hoof stomp and the blast off. He just dies. Definitely needs a little bit of time there. Meanwhile, mid lane, Sanctity gets taken down. Jokem, that's going to be his rotation. It's been a long day. Well... Nice stun onto the OD. He's level 5 versus a level 6 Ember. You have to be very careful about what you're doing. He wanted the rune, and he's not going to be getting it. Chuan goes into Invis. No chains at the moment. Sanctity, you just came back to the world of the living. You don't want to die again. And the thing is, you might not have a choice. There will be a stun on line fairly soon. Nice jump in there from Ace. He will bring down Joken. Gets to the high ground. Gets the stun off. Joken will be living. And Ace is just the next one on the menu. With a blood grenade, he finishes off the line. But that's only post-mortem, so no experience for you. An absolute disaster has struck here on the side of IHC. Again, Sanctity making a uncharacteristic mistake. Now he's dealing with a level 7 Ember Spirit. Meanwhile, Ace does not get the Wisdom Rune. It's gonna be Ponyo that secures it. Pretty huge for these two supports. Talon, they want their supports to get level 6s as fast as possible. Ace, you have to be very careful. The next Fire Spirit might actually kill you, but he misses on it, meaning that Ponyo is all alone right now. Hoof Stomp, Double Edge, goodbye. Ponyo, he has overstayed his welcome. Bottom rune, there it is. The illusion rune will be picked up by Tren. He takes some damage there from the sticky bomb. Of course, you cannot get it off yourself as Se. Next on the menu, no mana, has 7-1 charges, has a Fairy Fire, probably just wants to dodge the Ember Spirit killing him, but Tren is not going to allow that to happen. A Sleight of Fist. Usually we see this, but very rarely do people finish off the Midas right now. Tren, finish off Sanctity, that's the first finger of death kill. What do you call that bug that rolls dung around? Not sure. Somebody in the chat will know. A dung beetle. Like, what the hell am I talking about? Akashi gonna get stunned up, follow-up stun as well, and he's gonna turn back time completely fine. Goes for the chrono, turns it around. No stampede for you, meaning no life either. The egg is ready, but Ponyo isn't really gonna be needing it at all. The multiple stuns, the slows, the hexes, the kills. They got close to her. It's pretty apparent when something is wrong. Ponyo gets himself out. Stampede not at the ready. Ponyo should be fine. The Ice Vortex does slow him down. Actually, not gonna be all that much fine. A blast connects. No mana for the egg. No life for the Phoenix. Still hasn't used a single egg in this game and is going for a 4-staff. Interesting. That's actually quite nice. Oh. Jump in onto WS. They actually miss on the stun. WS is going to be living through this one. He actually uses the ulti and wants to fight. Let's go. You initiated this. You wanted this. Now give me your spirit. Give me your soul. The finger from the line will make sure that that Centaur never sees the light of another day. And Akashi chasing for Se. Just a couple of bashes are going to get the kill. He sees him for a second. Time dilation. If you want to kill, you might be needing to use the chrono. And there it is. He's not going to be sparing anybody. Just gets them down, and with this exorcism they're gonna be able to go for the ancient stack that they were making. Not sure for whom, but with a couple of heroes, they definitely could have farmed that one. That's going to be so huge for Talon. This is what I was talking about. With the Death Prophet, you're not going to be looking to push tier 2s, as you can easily get caught. But every single time you see an opportunity for a fight, the Exorcism will be used. Sanctity will get spotted by the Ember. Sleight of Fist chains are there. And Phoenix comes over with the slow. The Icarus dive, goes for a TP out. Is attempting to do it. Not going to be happening. The damage more than sufficient there with the Veil being used by WS. And Chuan is the one that gets the kill. He's 5-0-6. It is something that you always have to be careful of. Gonna be going for the Eternal Shroud, so just wants to be a little bit tankier there. Well, Talon, they're in smoke. They want to find the Faceless Void once again. Akashi running away. One more Stampede. Are we seeing a replay? Yep, it is a replay, and not one that Akashi is liking. With the Sanity's Eclipse, they do get themselves a kill and do bring down the Courier as well. Okay, the slideshow, super annoying. Our spike does connect. They have the egg. It's gonna be close to the high ground. Not really on it. The song does get used, but it's not saving Ace whatsoever. Still taking so much damage. Running in with WS. Has already used the exorcism, but the rest of IHC will already get themselves away. Ace going for a TP out. 11. Gonna be hexed up. That was a nice attempt at TP. Finds a nice little place between the trees, but will still be taken down. There it is, Manta is done. Still hasn't been delivered to him, however, so there's a chance to die. This would be a perfect one. The exorcism for the Roche. Lion has been found, and the Faceless Void is just running away. The Shivas did slow him down quite a lot. 11 did finish it off. WS goes with the silence. 4-3 still has the song. You definitely want to silence that girl, because if she opens her mouth, Still no Yules. You always have to be careful about how you approach the Naga Siren here with the Orchid without it, because the saves of Talon are very limited. You don't have the Astral like there is on the other side, and so they will have an Aghanim Scepter soon. Fourth place, Xuan coming over, breaking the smoke. Sleight of Fist was used. Ember Spirit going forward. Xuan, I think he made a mistake, but the chrono will be amazing on the OD. They found him, and the song will make sure that the OD survives. You didn't find the right one. Sanctity is gonna be dropping the Sanity Eclipse with the silence onto the Faceless Void. They have the Astral as well, so he's definitely not gonna be dying during that silence, but Sanctity is getting healed up by the mana allergy. Akashi wants the bashes. He needs the bashes. He's gonna be able to get a kill even without them. 11 might be next on the menu, but they're looking towards the supports. They're gonna be easier targets. The Naga Siren doesn't want to be getting into that fight. As the Sticky Bomb slowing down Akashi, there's gonna be another Stampede. They did catch the Faceless Void. He does get silenced up right after he removes the net with the Manta. He saw that he was gonna die if he doesn't do it, but the spell and item usage from 4-3 really on point there. Using the net first, the second you see the Manta, that sleep, slowing them down. The Faceless Void not doing anything inside of the chrono. He definitely needs that BKB. 4-3. Moving forward, he's gonna get the net onto the Ember. Does have the Orchid, but Jokem is gonna be coming over. Silences the Siege Creep, makes a huge mistake, and that's gonna cost him his life most likely. Does he have the Manta? He's gonna have it right now, but the chains, they were already used. Glimmer Cape will be protecting him. 4-3 will be fine. Even with the mistake, it is not enough to bring him down. Just way too tanky, way too strong, way too farmed. At the moment, WS gonna be buying a Kaya. That's an Ember Spirit caught. Doesn't have a Yules just yet, but he's surviving through it all. He will be able to survive through it, and Ace will be the one that falls. Phoenix gets cold feeted there mid-flight. Not gonna be able to connect. Ember Spirit leaves the Remnant, thinking about TPing back to the base. The Yules onto the OD. There's a Hex, a Silence. Very low chances of getting out of that one alive, especially with the time dilation being used. A lot of the shields used on him is gonna be enough to live in the backlines. 11 did finish off the Phoenix, but at the cost of his life, you lost 2 cores in quick succession. And Se, next on the menu, Spirit Siphon gonna be used, the Silence as well. Meanwhile, backline, the Naga Siren did finish off the Ember Spirit. Her life is not gonna be taken down at all. Still, it is not a worthy fight for Lion finds a good target. OD comes to save him. Chrono the OD. That's what you do. The thing is, there's always a song as well, but that just means that the Naga Siren is not doing much. Jump in from Jokem. Instantly, there's gonna be a Stampede. Jokem is gonna be in a lot of trouble, though. Right after 4-3 comes out of the stun, and even the Phoenix now gonna be caught. They don't have the silence any longer, however, so this Phoenix can get the egg off if he wants to. Sleep. Ember has the BKB. Phoenix needs to be spamming his egg, and there it is. But the question is, can you protect it? It's definitely not. Versus so many heroes. Trent with the BKB is standing his ground and fighting WS. No exorcism. His damage output is just not that high. Trent gets silenced up with the BKB. It expired, and now he's gonna be in so much trouble. Akashi coming over. There will be a Sanity Eclipse, so the mana allergy is on to the Faceless Void. Of course, his spells don't use up all that much mana. So if you play properly, he can't really do much. Proximity Mine is gonna start exploding. They know exactly where Talon is. Ponyo gonna break it. Glimmer Cape will protect him. Goes to the side. Has the egg. He doesn't get to use it though. No buyback on him. He cannot join the fight. Sanctity with a Stampede will be able to get himself away. Still has that Aghanim Scepter. And now there's the shield. Good luck killing him. A blast only onto the Yule Scepter. So he's gonna be a problem. And a stun from the line. Amazingly done there from the low ground. Jokem. Ace is gonna be getting into his arms. Give me that mana. And the Faceless Void. He'll take him down with a couple of hits. Now Death Prophet has been caught. No Yule Scepter for you. The Sanity Eclipse will be used as OD. He's doing a lot of damage there. Does get the kill. I'll still look at what the Naga Siren is doing with the sleep, keeping everybody at bay. Faceless Void pops the BKB. Gonna get netted and just TPs away. Trying to finish him off. Not gonna be working out. What the hell? That was a long TP. Or the time testing the grounds. Moment, nice disperse there from the Naga Siren illusions, just so they don't all get sucked dry. SEA has been found. That's a nice kill for sure. Nice one to start it off. No buyback on him at the moment. He will have it in 700 gold. That's not something that you can know. He actually could have assembled the and decided against it. Would have died. Smoke into smoke, but the proximity mines, they always find Talon where they want to go. Sir is not in the vicinity. The Aegis does expire. As they break the smoke, Ponyo has the egg. He won't get it off once again. He's just gonna allow himself to die. He could have reacted, but he doesn't have a buyback. The end does get popped. Uno OD. He's gonna get caught. Nice Hurricane Pike. Gonna be doing some damage to WS. Who's still coming forward. Does get the disarm off. Disarms itself as well. That could have been a good chrono. Decides not to use it for now. Low ground stun from the line. Gonna be using the finger. 11. Not really taking all that much damage. They are gonna catch the Naga Siren inside of the chrono. So no sleep for you. And now they're starting to overwhelm the fight. The sleep is gonna be coming through as well as the egg. But the stuns, the bashes are there. The BKB gonna be used. And the song will be expiring with the bashes, not allowing him to TP away. Akashi did manage to get those in. And now with the BKB being through, they will finally bring it down. Akashi once again. He was patient with his chrono. He waited. They're just not having that good of a time. There's still a cheese on the Centaur. He didn't get to use it. If he had, maybe that's a different fight. Stampede gonna be used. Thinking about the Phoenix. Does find them. And the Phoenix is dead. Pretty huge kill. Havoc Hammer coming in handy there as well. It's only 40 seconds. Stun on the OD. The Silence connects as well. Lotus Orb removes the Silence immediately, running into proximity mines. Have to be careful, but finding SEA has the A on disc. Popping it right now. Wouldn't be a bad start to the fight, but the Naga Siren is pushing the base. Now with the Stampede, getting themselves out. Naga Siren is still pushing that mid lane. That's gonna be a lane of racks taken down. You better fight right now. They know that there's no Naga Siren. Akashi gonna be popping the BKB. Going for 11. And there it is. Naga Siren will be coming into the fight. Doesn't care about it. The song was used preemptively. The OD still has that Aghanim Scepter. They didn't manage to bring him low. Phoenix's egg has already been used there. Tossing him around like a volleyball there with the Force Staffs. Still not going to be able to bring him down. Nice heals there from Jokem. Will allow him to live a little bit longer, but the Lotus Orb returns the Hex. So there's going to be 2 frogs. Not that many princesses in this game to kiss all of them. Ponyo going to be hiding behind the trees, but the Faceless Void has been found, and the Faceless Void will be murdered. 100 seconds on the sidelines. And they want to equalize it. They want a decider. Of course, they don't want to go to the lower bracket after the first day. They want to make sure they're going into the upper brackets finals, where they're going to be facing off Azure. Ember Spirit in some trouble. He's going to be protected by the Wind Waker. Nicely done by WS. The A-Blast still did connect, so he has to be very careful. Still has the BKB to work with. The Glimmer Cape will be protecting him for now. Not for long. That is a dead Phoenix. 69 seconds on the silent disarm. On the OD, his BKB has expired. Lion trying to find good angles for his stuns, but 11, he has finally found the annoying guy. Wind Waker, WS, he has it once again. Gets himself away. Aviana's Feather will pop fairly soon if he's not careful, but he's still pretty fine. Buyback from the line, being extra annoying to the enemies, but they are looking towards the Raxes. They want to end this game. 4-3 dropping low. He wants to go for the song. Not gonna be happening. You will close your mouth and die while Akashi smashes the heads of your teammates. It doesn't matter still though, does it? Because you've gotten Mega Creeps. But they weren't the ones that won versus Mega Creeps. That was IHC. Throw dropping low. It will die. And jump in from Centaur. He steals everything. This is mine. The refresher. The Aegis, you can have your little banner. WS, he still has the Wind Wakers. He's probably not going to be dying before he uses it, especially with a song being used. Naga Siren is again a part of this fight. Going to be finding the Phoenix, and he doesn't get the blink off. Maybe he had a little bit of a second there to go for it. The Exorcism still going strong. Akashi gonna be caught. He has the banner. Maybe you can place it. Goes in, goes out, uses the chrono. Doesn't have the BKB, doesn't have the mana, and he is gonna be... Actually, doesn't have the Manta. He has it now. The Cold Feet just extra annoying for him. Maze just jumps in with a blast off, finishes him off. It will be a Faceless Void dead, but it does have a buyback trend. BKB TP out. Abyssal Blade will not allow you to do that without mana. You're gonna be without HP fairly soon. He does have mana to go towards the Remnant, but not after the usage of the Sleight of Fist. Buyback from the Faceless Void immediately. Somebody needs to deal with the creeps, because the Mega Creeps are there in your base. Roshan's banner, I don't know how much that's gonna help, because there are no creeps of yours, but he's not an impossible target either. The Mega Creeps coming in. Yeah, good time for the servers to do not really work with us, and that's the double stun. They weren't looking for one hero, they wanted more. Jump in from the faces away immediately. He jumped out. The Ember Spirit needs help. He gets the BKB off. He'll be fine. Stampede gonna be used, and Trent gets himself away. He's pretty speedy too, but who's gonna be protecting the throne? They have the glyph. If they want to use it, Lion for now. He's the one that's dealing with illusions. Akashi standing his ground as well. Those Naga illusions, they're not gonna be doing that much. Even with the double hoof stomp, not good of an initiation. Moody, not an easy hero to kill. The Lotus Orb returns the Earth Spike. While IHC, he finds the Death Prophet. Still the Wind Waker is available. There's gonna be a chrono onto the three of them, and the song is gonna be used. Nobody cares about your song. It's Akashi. You're just smashing everybody. The song heals weren't enough. Akashi now, he's gonna be slept. Has the Manta to get out of the net, but actually not even needed. The Egg in a really good position with the Lion stun. But the throne is in trouble. They do have the glyph. Somebody needs to TP. They need to TP to protect it. Look at the Naga Siren. She knows that this could be the end. You might be overextending though. No, he understands. With the siege creeps, all of it there, he just needs to give his life for the throne to fall, and that is exactly what is going to be happening. The Centaur with the last swing of his axe. See, they knew exactly what they were doing, and 4-3 hit general. But December later on will be quite a lot. Even more minus armor, so that's something that the Lina does all of their muscle. Pulling the strings, House of Cards type stuff. Illuminati. That's gonna be so much minus armor onto the Beastmaster. Bye-bye, Sanctity says, boom! WS. Just get... Trent doesn't start off with the Ring of Protection. We do see sometimes Ember Spirits do it, but hasn't been the approach recently. Yeah, hey everybody. WS does die once again. I laugh at players all the time. The next power rune. It is gonna be spawning now, but Akashi is in the vicinity. Ace gonna get cut in half by the Laguna Blade and Tren. There with the Osiris gets the kill. Sanctity gonna be caught. Those refraction charges gonna get absolutely destroyed. Reactive Taser does connect Tren. In some trouble though, a little bit too deep, but Ponyo in the vicinity to protect him with the Aphotic Shield. Drubik did steal the Reactive Taser. Was maybe looking for the Aphotic Shield in the end. Of course, doesn't get it. 6-3 in terms of kills. The Phoenix was the only casualty of war. Not that big of a deal. And he will refill the bottle for the if that's gonna work out the way that he wants. Smoke has been used. They're looking towards the first tower of the game. It's gonna be the one on top. Ponyo, he has level 7, can skill up his ulti if he wants to. Akashi has been found in unstable concoction, will connect. He's still inside of the acid spray. There's absolutely no way you're getting out of this one alive with the stolen LSA. They'll get the kill. Ponyo does offer himself as well, doesn't want to live. I haven't been able to protect my carry. I deserve to die. The Tidehunter TPing to the mid lane. They're making a move onto the TA, standing her ground. The refraction charge is protecting her, and now it is gonna be the Egg and the Ravage that is protecting her, plus the enemies are dead, burned to a crisp, and it might be a team wipe. If 4-3 wants to chase, yet he does. Nobody lives on my watch. IHC, they wipe the floor with Talon here with an 8k goal lead. It's like those dropshipping gurus, right? Sanctity gets stunned up, no refractions, no Aegis, probably no live. Joken will be coming over. The sticky bomb does connect, and the slows are going to be more than enough to finish him off. It is actually going to be the sticky bomb that finishes him off. Jumping in from the Alchemist, he wants to fight as the ulti coming in with the Phoenix. The root does connect on him. Lina dropping low. The shields not going to be enough to protect him. Actually, with the stun coming out, Akashi will just stand his ground and do some damage. 4-3, just running himself away, no problem whatsoever. Ponyo next on the menu. Think maybe about Joken. Nope, it is going to be the Abaddon that dies. Trian next on the menu with his armor being reduced. He's gonna be made short work of by HP. Isn't that squishy, but isn't that tanky either. And when you look at the minus armor on IHC on all 3 of their cores, you know what's gonna happen. Tidehunter gonna be going for a blink, and for the shard, they're gonna be dead in the water. They found the Lina. The BKB didn't get used. Now the Ravage will get used as well, but he did get the BKB off, so Akashi's gonna be fine for now. The physical damage is still hurting him. Egg does get taken down by Trien. He's not gonna be doing all that much to it, whilst the Laguna Blade just tickles the Alchemist. It's a 1-for-1. Both of the teams have lost one support. Trien does have a remnant back, so will be able to survive it. The unstable concoction, of course, following him through it all, but in the end, that stun is not gonna be enough. That's a Ravage used. If you get changed stunned, you're still gonna die, but with the Hurricane Pike, that probably won't happen. Sanctity, how much range? He has the Aegis, so I'm not sure this is gonna work out. At least they're gonna kill him once. That's gonna be a very nice unstable concoction, but immediately Ponyo goes for the ulti stun on the Alchemist. Still has the BKB, not gonna be using it, and there it is. Now he can run away, run in again if he wants to. Sunray protecting 11. Akashi doing so much damage, not enough to bring anybody down. But the Aegis does get taken out. But other than that, not much of it. Glimmercape protecting Se. He's under sentry, so it doesn't look like he's getting out of this one alive. Steals the LSA just before he dies. But the damage output of the Alchemist is just not that high. He does have the AC, however, meaning that the TA does more damage. Ponyo protecting himself with the Solar Crest. Now protecting himself with the Borrowed Time. But he does look pretty dead. With the leash, he cannot TP away. That's such a nasty spell versus the Abaddon. Right, you can't really deal with the Dead in the Water Anchor. Catch hero as well. Ben. We get silenced up. No Abaddon alive to protect you. They have the Ravage and they're gonna make sure that Tran is dead. And with the Solar Crest, it's not gonna be enough to save his life. WS. He has the Roar. Doesn't want to use it on the Tidehunter. And 11 has to be very careful when facing Akashi. There's gonna be so much damage, but they found the Beastmaster. There's the lift so far away from SC, who does have the Aphotic Shield if it does come to it. Takashi pop the BKB and Ponyo is back to the world of the living. There is a buyback on the Ember Spirit if he wants to be a part of the fight once again. Not gonna be the case for now. So Akashi being Ancients, and you're farming in a territory that you do not control. Ponyo doesn't have his ulti, and Jokem is just gonna be another one. The stun lasts for a little bit too long. No BKB for you, no life for you. He does kill the trap, but it doesn't matter. We don't need to trap you to kill you. Lina left all alone with 5 people surrounding her. I know the image you guys are getting in your head, and without standing your ground, how do you intend to win a fight? WS is gonna be found. 4-2-3 though. This is scary for him. He's gonna get roared. Help is coming, but from the other side, help is coming as well. Ravage up in 10 seconds. BKB gonna be used by the Alchemist. The Laguna Blade. It's not gonna be doing all that much damage running away. He does charge up the Unstable Concussion. Gets the stun off. The Root does connect and he's in so much trouble. Will get taken down. They lose the Phoenix as well. So that help that was coming, it just wasn't fast enough. I see they do have the Ravage, won't be able to do much with it, and with the Roche going the other way, that Butterfly is gonna be big, and at some point we might expect this Lina to get an MKB to be full in on damage. They found the Ember. Tran doesn't have the BKB. He did use the Remnant. Has been leashed. That's the thing that you cannot remove. Set taking some damage. Akashi is getting demolished there. So has to be very much careful. The Ravage will get used and he'll get stunned up. Abaddon was caught as well. Silenced up too. So he couldn't use his ulti and save the Lina. That's only going to be the Aegis, however, with 4-3 coming forward. No BKB on the Lina. So what do? Nice roar into the Alchemist. Is going to be stunning himself, but stunning the Lina as well. Immediately gets removed with the lift up. Akashi, he cannot move in this fight, even with the Phonic Shield just being used on him over and over again. And WS, you're all alone on this map, and you're not the Doom from this morning that was just destroying everybody all on your own. You're gonna be helpless underneath the might of IHC. 15 seconds for the Lina. You still have the cheese on the Ember. Didn't manage to use it in the previous fight. 2 damage there on the death, so maxing it out. Melee racks on the menu. That's gonna be 2 lanes of racks plus a melee racks. They spit on the Beastmaster. He has a roar. He wants to scream at Sanctity. Stop killing my base. No, I won't. Sanctity wants to continue. There's a Phonic Shield on Rubik's. Your roars, your stuns, your chains. They do absolutely nothing. You have to chase right now. It's now or never, but you might come out too far out of your base. Ravage in 40 seconds. Rubik, he has the Phonic Shield. He's not using. Gonna be using it right now. A little bit too late. Could have removed those chains immediately. Gonna be slowed down and in the end brought down. But the damage has been done. Akashi. That's gonna allow him to stand his ground. He's no glass cannon any longer. WS hexed up the follow-up stun as well. No Abaddon in the vicinity. It was the Lina TPing in first. But even if it was the Abaddon, one Aphotic Shield would not have been enough. You need like 10. The Science connects on the Abaddon. Glimmercape protecting him. Jokem is there for his buddy and giving him even some movement speed with the Solar Crest. I'm gonna make sure the Solar Crest shields get removed immediately. Cannot push out the borrow time just yet. The Science connects and he just dies. He didn't pop his ulti because he was silenced. He couldn't do it. And the crit from the TA from the Melt Strike finishes him off. You don't need no break when you can just break his legs from one hit. Nice blink out. The LSA won't be connecting. That's going to be a stolen Dragon Slave, not an LSA. Would have been a much better grab though. It is only level 1 LSA, so not sure if he would have been too happy about it. The tier 4, the first one has fallen. Hurricane Pike away for the TA. Well, Delina is a little piggy, a flaming piggy, maybe even a cooked one. Sanctity. Let me slow down, stand up, but the Ravage onto the all of them. Abaddon comes over, saves Delina for the time being. Doesn't matter, he's just gonna get smashed. They give him the cheese. Akashi, maybe with it, he can do enough. No, actually, it was the Satanic as Truan comes back into the fight, but he will not be able to help Delina. And without her, you're not gonna be doing that much. Sanctity, are we gonna be seeing a second Rampage of the day? They're saving Truan for him, but he just cannot get to hit anybody. They're even diving the fountain for it, the only guy